Today is Monday. Today is the day that we were waiting for all the details to come out for that 75% wage subsidy. Because last week we were like, oh man, 75% wages, that's going to be so much better than 10%. And then that was all we knew. And so today we were hoping we were going to get a detailed overview of what exactly that meant. So fortunately, we got a few details. Unfortunately, not a lot of them. So here's the update that we got. Here's what we know. The 75% wage subsidy will apply to all companies, no matter how many employees you have. The qualification on that is that you had to have lost at least 30% of your revenue as a business due to this pandemic. And that's the only one. So big business, small business, all business get this 75% subsidy. And it is for up to $847 a week per worker. And the government will subsidize 75% of the first $58,700 earned by a worker, by each worker. So that means the government's going to subsidize up to $44,025 per worker, which is significant. That's a pretty good amount. And although they did not describe how they're going to do this, so whether it was going to be in some sort of deduction, which I'm not totally sure how that would work, because they have to pay out the companies in some way, in my opinion, the way that he was talking about it. It is going to be a payment to businesses, and then businesses are expected to obviously pay that out to their employees. Trudeau even suggested that you didn't need to pay the additional 25%. So the government is giving you 75%, and then obviously there's 25% left to be paid to that employee. But he was suggesting that that 25% doesn't need to be paid. Absolutely pay it if you can. You definitely want to do that if you can, but if you can't, that you would be able to only pay 75%, which was a way to keep people on the payroll that otherwise wouldn't be able to, and keep them out of the EI system, which I think is the big thing right now. The EI system is being full on overloaded, and they're really struggling with that. So they're trying to keep people out of it. That was another, that's going to be backdated to March 15th. Again, we don't know how that's going to work exactly, especially because the CRA is currently working on the CERB, Canada's Economic Response Benefit, that $2,000 a month benefit for individuals. That's what they're focused on because that opens on Monday. So they will be working on this wage subsidy thing after that, I'm guessing. More on that EI thing, because they're so overloaded with the EI system, they're recommending that people don't lay off employees, that they instead make it so that they have zero wages, so you're not paying your employees, and they can then go and apply for the CERB. And they're hoping that people will apply for that instead of EI, because the EI system can't handle what's happening right now. So they're hoping that most of the employees that would otherwise have been laid off will go and apply for this CERB instead. So that happens on Monday. Remember, you need to be income free for 14 days in the month before application. So hopefully that's the case. I don't know. I never thought I would say hopefully you'll be income free for 2 weeks. But if you honestly, if the business is making a lot less than $2,000 a month, it's probably worth it. It's definitely worth it to go and apply for this CERB instead. That was the big news today. The loans. They also talked about the loans. So there's a $40,000 loan available to small business owners who qualify. And they clarified what qualify means. It is any business who has between $50,000 and $1 million in payroll for the year 2019. you can then go and apply for this $40,000 interest-free loan, and the first $10,000 of which is forgivable if you meet certain requirements. Don't know what those requirements are just yet, but that's certainly something to keep in mind. And if you need it, to go and get that. That is the update that I have for you today. It's not a big one. He didn't give us a lot of information. We're hoping to have a lot more by the end of this week, especially about the Canada Economic Emergency, the CERB, that $2,000 a month one. We're going to have a lot more details by the end of the week because it unrolls on Monday. If you are able to log into your My CRA account, you can apply for that through your CRA account, and I recommend doing it that way because it's going to be a lot faster than trying to go through the portal that they're going to set up. If you have any questions about this, if you wonder how it applies to you or what you should do, should you try and be on EI, should you go with the CERB, how do you figure that out, how do you know you're going to be able to pay your bills over the next few months, then let's chat about it. I can definitely help you with that, and we can create a little plan for you for the next few months. I left a link for a free 30 minutes in the description, so definitely take advantage of that and let's talk. I hope to speak with you. Let me know in the comments, what is your, like something fun, because this COVID thing is no fun. What is your favorite thing to do when it's raining? Because it's been pouring rain here. We're under a rainfall warning in Ottawa. What is your favorite thing to do in the rain? Maybe it's stay outside of the rain. I'll see you tomorrow.